It is my belief that this thing, we should even have retirement age for it. I don't want to be running for office. By 2027, I'll be 65 years old, as at the time of the election. And if, for example, they do it north and south, so if it didn't come to me, if I was not lucky, it will go north 2031. The next time it's coming to south is 2039. Am I right?
Yes.
I'll be about 77 years. I don't want to do any election. It will make a mess of it. I don't want to do that.
That was Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, in a recent video where he emphasized his belief in zoning. In that video, you heard him say it clearly that he believed that by 2031, that the presidency will go to the north. In other words, Peter Obi believed that 2027 belongs to the south. He also used that opportunity to talk about age in politics, and said that 2027 is likely to be his last shot at the presidency, given that he believed that he will be too old to contest for president in his 70s, when power will come back to the south in 2039 or thereabouts. Now, why did I bring up this issue? I brought in this issue because this video in particular, because the presidential candidate of Labour Party was on the X space in which he interacted with or had conversation with Nigerians ahead of the 2027 presidential election, where he assured that he would do one term. He was asked if he was ready to do one term so that power will return to the north in 2031. And Peter Obi answered in affirmative. Thus, he affirmed that he would do one term and hand over power to the north by 2031. He agreed on that based on the zonal arrangement in Nigeria, the rotation of power between north and south. I've heard a lot of people talk about commitment to agreement. From my study of Peter Obi, I think that he is somebody who can be trusted, that he will do one term and hand over. Unlike what played out during the time of Jonathan, when the North accused Jonathan that he agreed to do only one term and not to contest again in 2015. That the agreement was that he would do only one term. It was that agreement, the alleged breakage of that agreement, or breakage of that agreement, that made the North including Atiku Abubakar and others, to revolt against PDP in 2015. So Peter Obi can be trusted because he is a man of integrity, and he is somebody who is not desperate for power. And you have heard him severally say it, that he is not desperate for power, but that he is desperate to see Nigeria work. If there is any politician you can trust, it is Peter Obi, that he will do as he's promised. He's not going to overstay his welcome. He's not going to break such a promise when he makes it. You can't compare that with Atiku Abubakar. For Atiku Abubakar has also been said, I have not heard him say it publicly, but those who are working for him, they are claiming that Atiku Abubakar, because of his age, is going to be in his 80s by 2027. That he will do only one term. But when I look at the history of Atiku Abubakar, I do not trust that Atiku Abubakar, when he entered the presidential villa, that he will do only one term. Why did I say this? Because Atiku Abubakar, if you see how he has pursued the presidency, he has pursued it with unparalleled desperation. And this being his last chance, going by age, I do not see him stepping away after only 4 years. Because if you look at his political history, like I keep saying, I don't know Atiku Abubakar personally, but I know him historically. If you look at his history of ambition, right from 1992 up to now, one of the ways he has shown desperation for presidency was trying to outsmart or upstage President Olusegun Obasanjo. He was trying to force President Obasanjo to do only one term. That was what brought the problem he had with President Obasanjo. So anybody who can do that, whose ambition drove him to the level he wanted to upstage his boss, you can bet that if he gets set his foot at Aso Rock Villa, he's not going to leave until he fulfill his constitutionally allowed 8 years in office, if he can get it. So that's settled. Between Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi is one person who can be sure that he is not going to be driven by the kind of ambition of Atiku Abubakar. But you can bet that 4 years will be able to do some things that will be unimaginable in a nation like Nigeria. How Peter Obi's presidency will propel development to the level never seen before in Nigeria's history. Now that takes me to David Hundeyin. David Hundeyin recently challenged Peter Obi, telling Peter Obi that he's becoming a stumbling block to the effort to defeat the APC in 2027. He said that Peter Obi has not been categorical on whether he's part of the coalition or whether he wants to go alone. And David Hundeyin now said that Peter Obi had better state his stand now, that he seemed to be neither here nor there. But Hundeyin was not being fair. Hundeyin is somebody this channel respects a lot, because Hundeyin has been one of the journalists in Nigeria, although he's outside Nigeria because of the threat to his life, who has been very effective in speaking truth to power and who has done a lot of investigative work that has changed the narrative of people like President Tinubu and Co. He has a whole lot of information on them. He exposed so much on Tinubu that Tinubu is now known. There's not virtually nothing about Tinubu's background that we don't know. It's thanks to David Hundeyin's investigative job. But the way he reacted to Peter Obi recently, I found it very surprising. I don't know where he was driving to or what was his aim. He said that if Peter Obi is just making his stand clear now, that he better give way. Even though I was asking myself, what is the better alternative than Peter Obi right now? Let us say, okay, Peter Obi give way. Who is the next alternative that Hundeyin can rely on to be able to mobilize the people of Nigeria against the APC? But that said, Peter Obi's outing at the X Space on Sunday, June 29, has also clarified a lot of things, because Peter Obi has made it clear that he is going to contest the primaries under whichever political party the coalition decides to pursue the road or the agenda to see the end of the All Progressive Congress in control of the country. So he made it clear that he is going to contest in the primaries. It was in that perspective that he now said that he was now asked if he will abide by the zoning arrangement of doing one term, and he said yes, he will do that. He will do one term and hand over to the North in 2031. So I think that's X-Space conversation with Nigerians. I hope it answered David Hundeyin's question that Peter Obi should state where he stands. Peter Obi has stated it. He is for the coalition. And he said that if the coalition elect him as the presidential candidate, that he is going to do one term and hand over power to the North by 2031. Okay. Of course, he didn't say what he will do if the coalition did not select him, if he doesn't get it during the primaries result in his favor, and another person emerges. Nobody will ask question on that perspective, but I think Peter Obi will do whatever will be in the best interest of Nigeria. And I think he is somebody that will accept defeat if it is done transparently. If the primaries of the coalition is done in transparent manner, it is not hijacked by dollar rain like it has become the tradition in the APC and PDP. If it was done transparently, Peter Obi is likely to accept it and move on. But of course, when we get to that bridge, we're going to cross it. We'll get to the bridge of the primaries. But I think Peter Obi has been able to reassure David Hundeyin and those who say that Peter Obi is neither here nor there. That's not true. He has made it very clear he is for the coalition, and that is under the coalition's political party platform, he is going to contest the primaries. And that if he wins the primaries, he has guaranteed that he will do one term and hand over to the North. I don't know what you think about Peter Obi's assurance of doing one term. Do you believe that he is somebody that can be trusted to abide by agreement of that nature? Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.